Hello, hello, and welcome, my Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to our timeless 5-card draw spell kit reading. I am your reader, Mars conjunct Leo rising, Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, as well as Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch. The Kindle version of Words of Grace is available. You can click a link in the description box and preview a good chunk of it for free. Spell Ingredients, however, is not on Kindle, but both Words of Grace and Spell Ingredients are available on patreon.com in our digital store. Lots of audio stuff in there too as well, based on the work in Words of Grace. I love me some Patreon. Some of my subscribers get those audios and those books depending upon their level of subscription, but all of my subscribers, seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, and gods, goddesses, get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in with me pretty much every single morning. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link, and we chat with each other about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a meditation, a prayer, a blessing, something always with a cup of coffee in my hand, though. Something to send us on our way, and the best way for me to start the day, considering I just moved from Long Island to Saratoga Springs, New York, got a whole new gig going on. We'll talk about it later. And it's just one of my favorite things on planet Earth, the daily check-ins. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, and they get a significant discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you want to chill for that. And I love it. We got a lot of cool stuff going on there. We got our podcasts on Spotify because of Patreon, the digital store, a lot of good stuff. So if you feel so intuitively drawn, just click the link, check out the menu. You can even follow us for free. You can even take a 7-day free trial as a seeker or human. Regardless, though, I love it. Check it out, and I highly recommend it for us creative types, particularly people with strong Leo placements. So come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo Lyons, because you can just call me Mal. Hey, I'm back at it. I'm in the new studio. I love having a room just for this work, my service, my mystical art to the world. So let's get down to business. A little explanation for the new, as well as some of my usual subscribers and followers and all of that, because this used to be called the 5-card draw, what do I need read, for this beautiful, nudiful, pick the new, work it to full. The waxing moon reads, did the 8-card shadow reads as well. Both of them are now timeless because I am doing readings in Saratoga Springs at the Magic Moon on Phyla Street, is I think the way that they say it. And you can contact them directly if you want to book me for something. They're taking care of the bookings. The best thing ever. So yeah, they're timeless now. And I don't know if all the ones I did before will be timeless, but go look, see if they still click for you regardless. People have been calling the 5-card draws spell kit reads pretty much since I started them, so that's why we changed the title when we made it timeless. So if you are new, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about absolutely anything. But in this case, we're focusing on our heart's desires. I say our because I am Mars conjunct Leo rising. I know I look at, don't I? To manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire, and in the spirit of unity, because as one of us manifests our heart's desire or even takes a step forward on that journey, all of us move the upward spiral, right? We're all in this together, and our heart's desires is all in the description box. The heart's desire is definitely, in my experience, something that's written on our hearts as part of our sacred contracts of what we came in to do in this lifetime. Oh, we can ignore them. They will just torture us, right? They're part of a much larger plan. Our role in the great drama of the spiritual awakening of planet Earth, whatever you want to call it. So that's what these readings are for. So these 5 decks represent fire. We're using the magical spell cards to get the element of fire, our element. crystal oracle for the element of earth to ground and fuel the fire. And if you got the rock involved, lovely. If you don't worry about it. For the element of air, we're using the Archangel Fire Oracle. Everyone has access to archangels. It's the element of air, thought, prayer, all that stuff. We'll talk about it when we get there. For the element of water, we are using the Whispers of Love Oracle, which I love, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. And we will end with the card of Spirit with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, and these work. And this is why it's important for crosswatchers to know. A lot of times crosswatchers show up, it's their reading in relationship to, in this case, the Leo you are cross-watching for. But even if you don't show up, here's an opportunity for you to get some insight, understanding, sympathy, and empathy for the Leos you're cross-watching for, myself included, and help out a little bit, maybe with the message from the Crystal Oracle, or work with the Archangel or the mantra, whatever comes to you to do. Because like I said, as one of us manifests our heart's desire, we all get closer to happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives, and happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. And apparently that's what I am contracted to do in this life. So I think that's our explanation. Let's get to the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do my best to get anybody the clues, tips, hints, guidance, grace, who's he, what's is, to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, for that spirit of unity that helps us all heal and be the truth of who we really are and shine our light at full capacity. Like Leo's got a problem with that. Yeah? So the shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. Let's go find it, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ooh, ancestral override. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for us Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is the magical spell card, the spell fragment, to help us Leo collectives and our crosswatchers refine, hone, clarify our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desired, or perhaps that which may be required to manifest our heart's desire in this spell kit? Read. Courage. Straight out of Oz, man. Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. Now you can always futz with the words, right? I'm a very verbal person. Very easy for me to juggle that around and make it event specific in the moment. So by shining brave and true and light, my courage now returns this. Like, come on. It's like so Leo energy. These make me laugh sometimes how on the nose they can be. So, here's the thing. Courage means to follow the heart. Courage, mon amour, from the French word of the heart, right? So this is most likely what is required to manifest our heart's desire, because there it is, right? I mean, our heart's desires can be really terrifying if we've been disappointed before. And who hasn't, right? Like, no, I'm just going to bury it down. And it just makes us miserable. It's not a good deal, right? It can be delayed but not prevented. How many lifetimes you want to keep coming down to this level of the illusion of separation, right? There are other planets, there are other dimensions, blah, blah, blah. So, interesting. Let's get into our element of Earth with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, consecrated this deck to my beloved Archangel Ariel. And in a moment or so, you're going to find out why. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. A place for everything and everything in its place. But all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. My beloved Archangel Ariel, Archangel of Nature, Archangel of Wealth, Archangel of Lions, hi from Archangel of Lions. What is your loving, wise, empowering oracle message using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno to represent the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, to ground and manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require courage in this read. Ooh, petrified wood. I think I have a chunk of that. Not impossible to find. Now, certainly for courage, something that started off as wood, it ended up as rock, I think says a little bit about steadfastness there, right? About sticking to it, but also staying grounded, right? Standing the test of time, transformation, and strength. I mean, all of these things are definitely Leo or Leo adjacent. True wisdom stands the test of time because it stems from the eternal part of our nature, the soul. So, the ego is the human ego, and the soul is the immortal soul, but in between the two is the personality. That's where the free will is. Right? So ego, personality, soul, and higher self. So we have to choose we listen to all the voices, so to speak, but which one are we going to choose? We're the ones that have the free will choice. So a magical transformation is about to occur through an unexpected turn of events. This is all the result of the strength and commitment you have long showed towards something you truly believe in. Like for myself, if I may say so, my skills as a reader and a teacher and a healer and all the stuff that I've been doing in my career practically since birth, but at least, way more than 25 years with Drawing the Circle Productions. I started my first crystal job in Porter Square, Massachusetts when I was 18, 19 years old? Yeah. It will soon be time to accept your reward, knowing you were right after all. And don't we just love that more than anything? I was right, told you so, told you so, told you so. The strength and commitment you have shown for so long will serve you well. Yeah, I know, it was a Will and Grace thing. Many who have until now either ridiculed you, how dare they, or attempted to discredit you, really, how dare they, will all of a sudden want to jump on your side. So, pay attention to that second chakra, intuition. You might have some players entering the game. It is possible to stand firm in your beliefs, yet also show compassion towards others, because compassion is an understanding that everybody's dealing with suffering and pain, particularly now in what seems to be, good omens. Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman playing out, right? We need some Agnes Nutter right now. So to stand strong, right? We've stood the test of time, stood the test of time, right? And there is a transformation taking place, and that's element of fire. You can't unburn a cookie, right? So, excellent. I like this a lot. And talk about petrified wood to fuel a fire. That's pretty powerful stuff. Let's keep going. The element of air is necessary for fire. Air can exist without fire. Fire cannot exist without air. Nor can your desires, or your heart's desires for that matter, exist without you kind of thinking about them, right? Talking to them, right? Making choices in the throat chakra to see things differently, what have you. Now look, the Archangel Fire Oracle, everyone has access to archangelic consciousness, because in higher dimensions, we are them, they are us. So there's your human self, right? The personality, the soul. Then the higher self is called the guardian angel in so many different places throughout history. So the guardian angels gang up and become archangels, and the archangels gang up and become the thrones, the powers, and dominions, all the way back to source. I call it reverse mitosis, right? It really goes this way, and we just experience it following the trail back home. So you got to call on archangels. They don't come unless they're invited. They're kind that way. They understand boundaries way better than we do, right? What else? Please take a nice deep breath. Unless they're our own being crossed. Might as well fess up. Still point. Archangelic override. Ooh, squeaky cards. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved pantheon of archangels, who's waiting in the wings with their wings, zillions of wings, right? The archangels are huge. Ready to zoom in and help at our slightest invitation with the element of air to help us stoke the fire and manifest our heart's desire. That most likely does require courage with the steadfastness, the strength, the positive transformation and the test of time that we have been through. So what's our element of air? Who's the archangel that of our own free will we can invite in for this timeless spell kit reading? Zadkiel, depicted as Saint Germain. He was wealthy and he was hot. Still to this day, Saint Germain pops up in my life and has for a very, very, very long time now. He is the trickster of them. He's sort of like Coyote, Loki, Hermes vibe. All pantheons have a trickster in it, and he will trick the shit out of you to help you learn and free yourself, right? Empower yourself. So card number 26. I know this one is about freedom. There's another word in there. So I'm just going to read a little bit of this. This is a very info-dense book. I highly recommend it. Archangel Fire Oracle Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press, Freedom and Transmutation, which is akin to transformation, because you go through the transformation and then you go through the whatever. Location. Shown here is the Ascended Master Saint Germain, the great alchemist. Zadkiel's name means the grace of God or righteousness of God. He is the angel of freedom, benevolence, transfiguration, and forgiveness. It's all that violet flame blaze. Elizabeth Clare Prophet. I've been doing this a while, people. This helps release negativity and transmute limiting beliefs and thought patterns so we can live a life of freedom. Let's get to the message. Free yourself. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Free yourself from limitations. Imprisonment is an illusion, for no one can imprison your heart or mind. Choose to feel free and allow any perceived blocks to dissolve. And that do take courage, right? To live the unlimited life. I mean, look both ways before crossing the street. There is a wisdom to this. Crown chakra. If you just go on YouTube and put in violet flame, crown chakra, you will get probably 10,000 like binaural beats and meditations and lectures. I even got one on my channel too, if you want to check it out. Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. So, this is about forgiveness. Couldn't have happened any other way, right? Everything is scripted before we even draw breath into this life. That's why our heart's desires are sort of this bright burning beacon and our core pulling us forward, but we have free will of what we want to do with that. But we've withstood the test of time. There is a transformation going on here, and a transfiguration, as well as a transmutation. It's a lot. So call to him at your own free will. He's a sweetheart, but he has got a sense of humor. And he's hot. Shall we? Well, at least as Saint Germain. As Zadkiel, that's, an artist's interpretation of Zadkiel. Let's do the element of water. Please take a nice deep breath. I do go on. It's my channel, not yours. Stop it. Higher selves override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. All right, collective higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension above, eighth chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the element of water? The piece of information, inspiration, insight that we need to manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with courage, petrified wood, and Zadkiel's freedom and transmutation for this timeless spell kit reading. Do something for someone else. I'm a Virgo, babe. Virgo sun, 4 planets, second house. Give your attention to someone else. I know, we're asking Leos to do this. We will find a way. It's good to have a sense of humor. A zodiacally based sense of humor crosses all age and race and economic. Like Geminis are just Geminis, am I right, Leos? So do something for someone else. Now here's the great thing about Saint Germain in particular. He had a lot of money. He was hot. but he served, right? The great alchemist. So look into him as well as Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel as an archangel is pretty powerful, and for me, it's the archangel of the crown chakra. You do you. So, freeing the heart from chains of pain, the disappointment from how many lives of us not fulfilling our mission or not getting our heart's desires met, right? And my guides have said to me flat out, look, not all of these heart's desires are meant to manifest fully. Some of them are the carrot that pull you forward. But when you get to manifest a heart's desire, it encompasses all of it. Whatever, right? I'm still a Virgo. Virgo power, cross your legs. Let's see what happens. Hey, I'm from New York. I don't let go of the skepticism so easily, right? That's what's kept me in business. There's always a higher truth. Remember, there's always a higher truth, no matter what any reading or channel or spiritual teacher says, any book, any past, present, or future, there's always a higher truth. And the highest truth is Om. And there's no place like it. Please take a nice deep breath. Card of Spirit, Matt Kahn, here we come. Still point. Ascended Masters override. A place for everything. And everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all who have harmed and as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect healing mantra to help us, Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our crosswatchers manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire? Which mostly, considering this reading, might require some courage with transformation, standing the test of time, being proven we were right all along kind of feels sort of nice. If we call in Archangel Zadkiel for freedom and transmutation and doing something for someone else, because as we heal, we all heal. And once we've healed something, we can hold people in a space of compassion. Just holding space for people is a healing act. So what's the perfect healing mantra to help us manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire in this timeless spell kit read? Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. Thank you. Very crown chakra. Right up in there. Right up in the crown chakra zone. I can be and do all at once. This is about mindfulness. Because look, doing what I do, just as an example, I do a good half hour to 45 minutes breathwork, prayer, and meditation before every single reading I do here on camera. And I try and do it before clients. At home, that's easier. Working at the Magic Moon where there's a turnover, sometimes I just get 15 minutes outside and I'm working that prayer, right? So that's the being part. It's like calling it in, but then doing. This is saying that's one half of the brain does one thing and one half does the other. What is it? Thesis, antithesis, or antithesis, synthesis, right? Masculine, feminine, unity, whatever you want to call it. So this mantra is incredibly powerful. I've had this deck since it came out in 2018. Bought it off Matt Kahn's website. I wanted it so badly. So this one works, but you got to work it because it is element of air. And are you kidding? You're not going to free yourself and transmute stuff? Of course you will. Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once, all right? I love being a New Yorker in this lifetime. When the brain is balanced, you are no longer bouncing back and forth between being and doing. It's a hard habit to break. You allow each action to be expressed from a space of mindfulness, peace, and ease. In a balanced brain, each inner battle has been won, which makes it easier to navigate around those whose minds are still entrenched in conflict. Told you so. Told you so. Told you. We're gonna have fun with that, aren't we? From this space, you are able to do all that needs to be done while operating from your soul's natural state of being. And our soul's natural state of being is grace, is joy, is compassion, right? All that stuff, all that gold. This mantra is ideal for reducing stress at work, being a more mindful parent. I'm a cat mom, and increasing levels of accountability. And not that we need to hold ourselves to this rigid system of accountability, but like in accounting, saying, you know what, I did my best on that. I did my best on that. I took my time to rest and be, and then I did it, and now I'm learning how to put this together. It doesn't necessarily let us off the hook, but it shows us how far we've come and sometimes how far we still have to go. And that's part of the gig too. Yeah. So, if you're new to this, we always, with my readings, end with a little something we call a blessamation. Combination of a blessing and a summation. Never know what's going to come out of my mouth, but once that's done, we can talk about other cool stuff that's going on if you want to hang around for it. So let's do this one last time. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for us, Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May we be blessed with all that we need to manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, by balancing the brain, because we can be and do all at once, and we can do for others. We can do something for someone else, giving our attention to someone else, even if it's from a distance, in prayer. Doing what? Calling on Archangel Zadkiel for freedom and transmutation for ourselves, for others, for the planet itself, because it's all one beginning, middle, and end of the day, because we have withstood the test of time, and may we remember that we're going through a positive transformation, and we get to be right, which is just delightful for a change, and certainly to manifest this heart's desire. It seems it's not just this, but what is required to manifest our heart's desire with courage. So, by shining brave and true and bright, our courage now returns this night for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivate. And so it is. That's hot. I like that one. We get to be right. I know. Well, even Course in Miracles says, tell the brother he is right even when he's wrong, which means it says you are divine in there somewhere. Just maybe not those words, yeah. If you liked the reading, please hit the thumbs up to help other Leos and crosswatchers find the reading. If you want more of me here on YouTube, please subscribe and, hit the thumbs up and comment if you like. I always do love to hear people's take on these readings. And certainly if you want a deeper dive, the really way more than most people are probably ready for, come check me out on Patreon. It's just cool. It's just a cool thing. As a mystical artist, that is the best thing that ever happened to my career. The wisest career move I ever made. Again, all of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount on private sessions with me. We got the digital store over there. We're on Spotify now because of Patreon. They keep giving us more cool stuff to do, and I'll get to it. I just moved in here a couple of weeks ago, and I'm getting back to YouTube first. But they do get me every morning pretty much with that daily check-in, and you can follow us for free. I'm putting out lots of free content there, so just check it out. The menu is lovely. And in terms of private sessions, spiritual counseling, and readings, I've been doing it for a very, very, very long time. Majority of my career has been just that, taking private clients. So there is a video in the description box, booking private sessions with Mel. We'll explain everything for you, just like Clarissa, how to book me, like how we work it out, the Patreon discount, and all of that. And I love doing it. And if you are local to the Saratoga area, we can meet in public, maybe at the Magic Moon. I'll read you there first, do it at the Moon. And then if you want to go deeper, we'll see how it goes. Come to my house. I'm setting up the office downstairs this week, which is cool. As well as I can take a video client pretty much everywhere as long as I have my laptop, right? And we do Zoom record it so that you have it, right? And then I delete it on my end. I send it to you. You say you got it. I delete it. We're done. I even take pictures of the cards and email email or Facebook message or whatever to get it to you. Really, it's my favorite thing to do, private session work. So yeah, where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, there's a way. So don't worry about the money. We can work it out. We can work it out. And I love this reading for us. I really, really do. I mean, courage, first card down, right? And that we can be and do all at once, which means if you think about it, shining our lights, that's up in an electromagnetic field of the being, that brings us stuff to do. So that kind of works all at once, doesn't it? So looking forward to chatting with Zadkiel / Saint Germain. He's hot. He's even got an alcohol named after him. Lovely little liqueur from what I hear. So hang in there. I believe in us. I believe in me, and we're all one. So thereby, communicative property of addition. Ow, I did math. I believe in you too. So shine your light at full capacity. Take the courage. Take the journey. And by all means, hang in there. I love you. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.